Most important thing for this question is to remember that, we're in the hard section and we got to be careful of little things. And the way things are worded can dramatically affect what answer we pick. The area of a rectangular banner is 2,661 square inches. The banner's length, x in inches, is 24 inches longer than its width in inches, which equation represents the situation. So start by just building it the way you want to build it, right? We are talking about a rectangular banner. We could look at the reference chart, but we should know that area is length times width. So that's done, right? So what is the length? Well, you got to be really careful here. They tell us that the banner's length is x. Okay, so what's the width? The length is 24 inches longer than the width. Okay, so the width is x minus 26, because if the length is longer, then the width is shorter, and you got to subtract it out. Now, what many of you are going to do is you're just going to read the word longer and say plus. Or I don't know why I wrote 26, 24. 24, and you're going to make a mistake, right? So that is going to result in a wrong answer. And that's everything. That one little thing is it. And you've got to know that they're doing that stuff. You got to know. Just look at the choices, right? If you lose a negative, that's game over. So what is this question about? Is it about banners? Is it about rectangles? Is it about quadratics? It's about negatives. It's about understanding how equations get built and how we turn words into equations. And they are deliberately saying longer, knowing most of you are going to put a plus, when what we actually have to do based on the other instructions, you got to take the whole thing into account, is we needed to subtract because the length is x. If you put plus here, you're making x plus 24 as the length, and x is your width. And that's not what it says. So we got to be careful. Now, I should have plugged points into equations here as well. We have the area. It's 2661, and we can FOIL or distribute and rearrange, right? So 2661 is equal to x squared minus 24x. Subtract this. Note that I'm showing my work because, again, it's about negatives. You lose a negative, that's game over. 2661. So here we have two that have negatives. That's choice A. That's it. Done. You could put that in Desmos afterwards to see if you get values of x for the length that actually makes sense with this story. So you can get a value of x, that's your length. Then you can find the width, which is going to be 26 less than that. You can multiply them together to get 2661. Here, let's just do it. I don't know why I'm talking about it. Let's just do it. I think I did this on the actual test as well. So 0 equals x, I don't know why I'm going there, squared minus 24x minus 2661. Somewhere we're going to get a value. Oh, there it is. So that's my x, 64.962. So that's my length. My width is going to be less than that. So 64.962, 64.962 times, and then you got to just be careful. What's your width? 64.962 minus 24. And we get 2660.9, and that rounds up to 2661. So we're good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. A lot of you are going to get this wrong because you misread the thing. And if there's one mistake for you to prevent before your SAT, it's that kind of thing. They're going to do it. And it's so easy to prevent because it's not like it takes any more time to read it correctly. It's mostly just knowing that they're doing it. And that way, when you read it, you're more alert and you're not just saying the first thing or writing the first thing that comes to mind. You're thinking about the situation. If X is my length, my width has got to be shorter. So yeah, but let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, try to pay attention to this one. Are you someone who gets this kind of thing wrong all the time? This is not a careless mistake. It's not like you lost a negative in a way that like is an arithmetic way of losing a negative. It's not like you multiplied things wrong. You lost a negative because you fell for a trap. You got tricked. That's different.